So you want to go pro in Fortnite, but what does it take? Since it's the off season, it is a very important thing to actually think about. Today I'm going to share with you 3 really important things that you have to do and understand to go pro in Fortnite. So let's get right into it. The first and most important thing you need to understand is the time commitment behind going pro in Fortnite. You need to put in the hours. If you know that you can only put in 1 to 3 hours into Fortnite per day, you need to figure out how you can increase your playing time to somewhere closer to 5 to 8 hours per day before anything else if you actually want to go pro. Let's look at some common reasons why you can't play the amount of hours you need to play in order to go pro. The first one is your parents limiting your time. Oftentimes, parents will limit the time that you can play on video games, and it is often very frustrating. What you have to understand is, for the most part, your parents want the best for you, and they often don't understand what the world of esports is and the amount of money inside of it. Lay it out for them and make it clear that you want to spend a lot of time per day grinding Fortnite. Many times, parents still have concerns, and it is important that you directly address those concerns. If your parents still want you to get very good grades or do other things, you'll have to balance that, because if your parents are happy with you and your performance outside of the game, then you will have more time to practice and improve inside of the game. The next biggest reasons for why most players can't play enough are a lot more in your control. One of the largest time sinks I have seen is wasting time on social media. Now, it's fine to spend some time on social media and to learn from it, but try to avoid doom scrolling Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram. It is a waste of time and doesn't take us closer to becoming a pro. The final way that people find themselves not having enough time is because of schoolwork. The best advice I can give you is to optimize your schedule for your own work. If you can do your work at lunch or on your commute home, then make sure that you are optimally spending this time instead of listening to music or some other unproductive activity. If you also really care about your grades, I highly recommend researching efficient study methods to help you study faster and give you more time to practice. After you have the ability to play Fortnite for 5 to 8 hours a day, we need to focus on other aspects of your life. Before you go pro, you need to work on your health outside of the game a little. Try to get into the gym at least 3 times a week and try to eat as healthy as possible. Although it might not seem that important, keeping your health in check is most important for keeping your performance, improvement, and longevity as you try to go pro. Also super important is fixing your sleep. Sleep is the most pivotal thing for performance. Generally, 8 hours of sleep is recommended, but you know what works for you. You need to find out how much sleep you truly need to be fully regenerated and ready to perform to your best ability. If you actually want to fix your sleep schedule, the best thing I can recommend is to go to bed and wake up at the same time on weekends as you do on the weekdays. Many people in general will massively alter their sleep schedule on the weekends, so they have a bad sleep schedule during the week, which hinders their performance. The final thing that you should really do before starting your grind to go pro is to create a routine and a plan. You need to have a good routine that practices aim, mechanics, and game sense that you can put into action every day. This usually looks like Kovacs or an in-game aim trainer followed by Raiders map that is then followed by either arena or scrims depending on your weaknesses. But before you even put in your good routine, you need to create a long-term plan and goal. Ideally, your goal is a SMART goal, which is a specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound goal. Let's look at an example of a SMART goal and break it down. I want to make FNCS heats within the next 2 seasons. Okay, so this goal is specific. You know that you want to make FNCS heats. This goal is measurable. You either got into heat or you didn't. This goal is attainable. Most players with enough grinding can get into heats relatively consistently. This goal is also relevant to your greater goal of going pro because making heats is the first step, and this goal is time bound because you are giving yourself 2 seasons to get it done. You don't have to use my example, but as long as your goal can fit the SMART criteria, then it's likely a good goal and you're likely to succeed on. With that being said, I want to thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Peace.